I'm Susan from Jeep Girls Rock, and I'm here with Christy Vincent. We run an event called Women's Wheeling Day at Rausch Creek. This event is now 6 years old?
6 years, yep. We started with 8 girls, and today we're over 150 drivers.
This event was started years ago to create an atmosphere that women can come and off-road in, where they have a positive learning experience amongst their peers. They're not pressured into any groups. The majority of the women that we do have off-roading, it is their first time, and we get to shape their pathway to future off-roading endeavors, and in turn a lot of them turn into our trail guides and gunners in the future.
Empowerment, non-intimidation.
You want to just sit here as just like a sit-in while I do the rest of the interview? You can act like you're Christy. Just sit there stone statue and just make your random faces. In addition to some really awesome raffle prizes which are provided by our sponsors, which we're extremely thankful for, we also have dinner provided for the ladies when they return back from the trails. They can hang out and talk about the good times they had today, and they have dinner provided for them by OK 4-Wheel Drive, along with event t-shirts which are from Out in Jeep and Bantam Jeep Festival. And in addition to those, also another person that has supported this event and supported women in wheeling in general is Mike Kelly from Wheelers LLC. He's actually one of the reasons why I stayed in off-roading. He's one of the people that pushed the limits for me on, getting me out on trails safely and getting me to explore more with my Jeep and go on trips even if they were by myself, and linked up with a really great group of people, so definitely thankful for him as well.
First and foremost is I would like to thank Susan for joining me. Susan joined in on the event. We became partners 5 years ago. This event wouldn't have grown or become what it's become because of Susan. I think we're a great team. She handles pieces, I handle pieces, and it just works out wonderful. And our goal is to continue to hold this type of event and keep this women's wheeling going as long as we possibly can.
I teamed up with Christy a few years ago. We actually met at an event, and she had mentioned an event called Women's Wheeling Day, and she was like, yeah, you should come out. And that kind of spiraled into what it is now. I had wanted to get involved in it because my first time off-roading was definitely not a good one. It was extremely intimidating. I had went out with a group of guys who pretty much told me I shouldn't be out there because I had a stock Jeep and that I wouldn't be able to handle the trails, and it kind of pushed me into helping Christy and create this event because we equally had the same vision, which is to bring women into the sport in a safe and comforting environment so they can learn the trails at their own speed and also be taught the proper way. We like to see them leaving the trails feeling as though they can come back with confidence that they never had before. Instead of going out in a group that's not safe or going on trails they shouldn't be going on. And above all, we also like to have women come out with their Jeeps when they're stock, because a lot of people get intimidated into doing a lot of stuff to their vehicles, not understanding that a stock vehicle, 4x4 vehicle,
Is capable of doing what it does.
Is absolutely capable of going on the same trails that a lifted vehicle can within reason, obviously. So together with our vision for this event, it's kind of grown into something we never expected, which is actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We have, like I said, back to the sponsors, we have some really awesome, amazing sponsors that have helped us get to the point that we're at.
They believe in our vision too, and that's why they support it over and over every year.
Yeah, and every year, me and Christy primarily run the event, but we have a lot of people behind the scenes that come out to the events and help us. We have a great, awesome group of volunteers. We also have Tammy, Jeep Mama, who comes out every year, and she also has been wheeling with Women's Wheeling Day for the past few years.
And also started as a beginner.
Yeah. Tammy came out the first time wheeling and not knowing anybody, and now she's out leading a trail today.
Yes. I say like 90% of our participants are brand new, and they come, and the next thing you know, they're back the next year, and they slowly are building their Jeep, and they're back again. Before you know it, they're back. So I think it's pretty cool. I think we're accomplishing our goal and continuing.
How did it go?
It was amazing. The smiles on people's faces is just priceless.
I'm not taking.
How was it today?
Had a pretty good time.
Good.
Good. I was impressed with the old girl.
You come back next year?
Absolutely. Fantastic.